back on the ancestral altars and working with the entourage, your spirit entourage, beings you're trying to So start out in that, like, working with yourselves and positive beings that are like for your mutual beneficial co-creation, highest good, best intention, things that you're working the rules, and then you can audit who comes to you, your guides, beings that you've shared other lifetimes with, that you've had other loves with, that are waiting for you on this other side. If you've met somebody here physically and you like, oh, they died or something, and they will look after you in a bilocated fashion. Don't think of it like, oh, they're all too busy, and they can bilocate and be in multiple places at once. There's a lot of things that we've gained spiritually throughout being here, and being one with Source. We can do a lot of things. So that would be the perspective we have here, putting that limitation on them, which is whatever. But yeah, they can do a lot of things. They can have a life review, at the same time travel to their favorite places, resolve some stuff over here, look after their loved ones, have an aspect of them in heaven, with some of the heaven realms, and the astral, there's a lot of different belief systems that actually overlap, experience and near-death experience, how we have this reality. So working with those, soul family, beings that love you and don't want to do you any harm, beings that won't do anything against your free will and have to get your permission. That's the key, especially if you want to talk to them or interact with them. Unless you like set it up beforehand, knowing that you need a little push and awakening, and you're like, yeah, I want to do that, or whatever. If it's like a negative spiritual experience happening where your authority and energy has been stolen, and then they can make a manifestation. Same thing with the positive. They can do some really impressive big things, but most of their tool belt is limited based on their own will to not infringe on your free will, which is good, which is a light being. It's good to work with positive light beings. So you could set up a sacred altar, have a medicine wheel. If you look at Native American culture, which is a wheel and a cross through it, kind of like Christianity. If you're into that, go for it. That's a very powerful geometry that links to the earth and the sun, and the seasons and the zodiac and elements. This is a lot of things with that. The cross is a big old ancient symbol, like way back before Christianity. So doing that, you can set programs into those crystals or sacred objects that you make that medicine wheel with. Get it like an energy fountain where you're grounding a lot of it. You can ground your entire room through that as a pillar going down to like remedy processes that the earth has set up for the resolving and recycling energy, and then bringing up a sacred current from that heart of earth and having permeate the room with sacred current of an energy fountain. And if you want to set that up, a lot of different things you can do to make that better, but like you can do arm movements that influence wind. If you can influence wind, you can influence ether, and then you get a current flow, and then you sync it up with visualizations and have it sustain itself. And getting rid of doubt and confirming it with monitoring if it's working, especially if something doesn't want you to clear the room or make sacred space. That's what this does. It makes sacred space. It makes it so that the room heals you just by being in it. It resolves things faster. You have your army of spiritual beings that are your protectors, and they can really do work in there. Your dream space, protecting all that, of course. Four corners of the bed and room, and crystals to make that grid in your perimeter of your sacred space of what you program into that reality bubble that you're claiming to hold up in protection and authority and all that. Which is good. Then you can collect a bunch of more crystals. Like if you're like me, I just keep getting more and more crystals, which is more friends, more party. Every one of them has a secret talent and enjoyment, and there's different spirits anchored into it. You have like a lot of spirits anchored into one little crystal, depending on where it is, what it is, and where it came from, what it has planned for itself in the future, who it's working with. It doesn't just stay the same. It grows constantly, observes things, records information. All our technology, silicon chips, computers, that's quartz. It holds terabytes of information. It's a lot. And it records everything that's ever happened around it. So it has its own record and library, and school that you can learn from. It's great. You can learn psychometry from them. So in an interview, the spirits that are attached to it that allow you to see them, because you're not going to likely be able to see everything unless it's like, if it's bad, then it would have to have a lot of soul and energy, authority and power to maintain its camouflage for you not to be able to see it or feel it, because you'll have like a different energy to it if it's haunted versus a sacred object. And don't collect haunted objects as in a traumatic spiritual nature of a negative, incurring, stealing, parasitic factors. What I mean when I say the mode haunted. I don't know how anyone could really perceive haunted as positive. If something's haunting you, it is not doing it positively. If it is interacting with you sacredly and spiritually and positive spiritual, or whatever word you want to apply to that, that's what you want. And your body can tell. There's a mechanism. You can rate things on how sacred they are and how haunted they are. Scale at 1 to 10 or whatever finite number, 100, 1,000 that you need to get information, and you can open up that information and show you exactly where that trauma comes from, and then learn more about de-haunting objects. Which, if anyone needs to de-haunt an object, come to me. If it's really bad, I will be honest. I will be brutally honest. Not everything is savable. Not that you can't de-haunt everything, but it's usually not always worth it. So some things need to be thrown in the ocean to be resolved over a long period of time with salt water, or buried, or whatever, to get it away from you. If it's a really haunted object, it will be stealing the heck out of your energy and the environment, and just making it really bad, and allowing portals in and all this weird manifestations. It's not good. Thank you again. Like, share, and subscribe for more content. Please share these videos. I'd love to get more wisdom. The more popular I get, the more videos I'll make. I'll eventually get to the point where I'm doing it all the time, if it's popular. So thank you. The more you share with people, the better. More videos I will produce for free. Thank you. Love you.